In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 things I wish I knew before I started SEO. So this video is going to be important for those who are interested in a career in SEO, those who are already doing SEO, or even those who are interested in investing in SEO and just want to know what they're getting into. And this is going to be a pretty short video, so I hope you can watch this from start to finish, because if you can't watch a video about SEO from start to finish, then SEO is probably not for you, because SEO requires patience. If you don't know who I am, my name is Miko Martinez. I've been in the SEO industry for over 6 years now. I've worked on over 200 projects, and I've helped scale some of them to over 7 figures in annual revenue. Okay, so let's get to the video. 5 things I wish I knew before I started SEO. Number 1, SEO can take time. And it's important to see here how I phrase this. It's not SEO takes time. SEO can take time because it really depends on the situation, depends on the brand you're working with, it depends on your site, depends on your domain, depends on the situation. That's why it's not like SEO always takes time, but SEO can take time. Most of the time, results won't happen overnight, and that SEO is a long game that requires patience and persistence. Even for brands that see quick SEO results, like within a month and a half, those quick SEO results are still nothing compared to the SEO results you're going to get in a year or a year and a half, right? So SEO will always take time, especially to reach those crazy ROI numbers. But again, it's like, it depends on the situation. That's why I always say SEO can take time, because if you look at the SEO equation, it's really just technical, content, and backlinks. And yes, there's a lot of things that go into technical. There's a lot of things that go into content, and there's a lot of things that go into backlinks, right? This is a simplification. But if you look at this equation, there's a reason why more established brands that have been around for a long time, get quicker SEO results, right? Established brands typically can get see SEO results in like 4 to 6 weeks. And the reason behind that is because of this part of the equation, backlinks. If a brand has been around for a long time and has been operating successfully, has been, investing in their brand, has been investing in paid advertising, social media, etc., it's naturally going to acquire a lot of natural backlinks. So when we look at brands to work with, we always find that brands that have, been around for a longer time, that have been investing in paid advertising and social media, will get quicker SEO results because of the fact that they already have a bunch of natural backlinks. Okay? It's like, if you look at this equation, technical SEO is easy to do. Like, you can literally fix all your technical SEO issues in 24 to 48 hours. Content, there's no limit to this. Like, if you can publish all the quality content in 1 month, you can do so. The search engine knows that, you have control over this. So it won't care, right? As long as the content is quality, right? Like, you need to make sure the content is quality. Backlinks, on the other hand, there's going to be a link gap between you and your competition. That's always the case. If you're not ranking number 1, there's going to be a link gap. Okay? And so you need to fill that link gap, but you cannot fill that link gap in a month. You just can't, because it looks unnatural. So you have to gradually build backlinks. So for brands that are more established, they're probably going to need less backlinks. And then for brands that are just starting out, that link gap is going to be super huge. So that's what, that's what makes SEO take time. Okay? Like, obviously, like, if, you're posting quality content, it can take time also. The search engine itself will take its time to, crawl your site and then reevaluate the content on the site. But the main thing is really backlinks, because you cannot fill that gap within a month. And when you build backlinks, it does take some time for that backlink to take effect or show, to improve rankings. Like, you typically at least 4 weeks before the backlink even, shows its effects, right? And that's why SEO can take time. Okay. And again, it depends on a case-by-case basis how much that time will be. But, if you look at one of the case studies on our website, specifically this one, this 0 to 140K per month with SEO. If you look at this case study, it's really interesting, because we basically share with you our experience from month 1 to month 13, month after month. Every month we share the actions we took, the investments we made in content and backlinks. And you'll see that because we started from scratch, this was a completely new brand. It took a long time to start really getting traction. Like you'll see that by month 6, we barely have any revenue, right? Because we're still busy filling those content and link gaps. And that's just the reality of SEO. SEO can take time. Okay. Next, SEO is constantly evolving, and search engine algorithms change, and staying updated is crucial to remain competitive. The best example I can think of for this is, the affiliate sites, the niche sites, or the content sites. This whole business model, because this whole business model is pretty much dead. And I know this because when I started with SEO 6 years ago, this is all I was doing. I'm an introvert. And then I thought, okay, if I can build a website, get it to rank on Google, I don't have to talk to suppliers because I'm just an affiliate. I can just send all this traffic to Amazon. I don't have to talk to suppliers. I don't have to think about inventory, things like that. I can just sit in my room and do SEO. This is great, right? So that's how I got started with SEO. But that business model doesn't work now. Or people will say like, oh no, but I have an affiliate site that's still working. I have a niche site or content website that's still okay. But yeah, like that's like a small fraction of what used to work. Like everyone was doing affiliate sites and these content sites before, but now it's like you have to be lucky. It's not like there's no proven formula anymore, because like the search engine algorithm has changed. The search engine just doesn't like these affiliate content or niche websites anymore. I mean, like, and it's not like the search engine was just looking at these small sites, like huge sites like Hepper. Like this is a pet site. There's a huge pet site, DR74, crazy good backlink profile, doing millions of visitors a month. Right now, it's like almost pretty much dead, right? Because again, the search engine algorithm has changed. This business model is not viable anymore. And it's not like they didn't do good SEO. Like if you look at the website, the content is good, the technical SEO is good, the backlinks are good. Like look at the backlinks, look at the DR. The only thing that's changed is the algorithm. The algorithm just doesn't like these sites anymore, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? I mean, like even like the Horty hacker guys, like they were the ones teaching how to create these profitable affiliate niche content sites. And if you look at what they're doing right now, they're just doing AI automation for non-techies. This complete shift. Why? Because this business model doesn't work anymore, and you can't teach something that doesn't work, right? And I'm not like saying like these guys made a mistake or anything. It's like it's not really their fault. It's just the business model doesn't work anymore because the search engine algorithm has changed, right? That's why when it comes to SEO, you need to be able to adapt or die, right? And that's why I personally made the shift from building those affiliate and content or niche websites to e-commerce SEO. And my reasoning behind that shift was I saw the signs, like my own portfolio of affiliate sites were dying, and I thought, okay, I'm looking at either local lead gen or e-commerce. E-commerce is closer to what I was doing previously, and I thought, okay, these types of SEO, I see them as being more evergreen, because if someone is looking for a roofer, what can Google really do to affect these search and these results, right? Like the search engine will still need to provide a roofing company as a search result. The same thing with e-commerce, right? Like if someone is searching for a vacuum, what can Google do? Like the search engine really needs to show an e-commerce brand selling a vacuum, because the user wants to buy a vacuum, right? And that's why I made the shift to e-commerce SEO, because I feel like it's a more evergreen type of SEO, right? But I think the key thing here is that you need to be able to adapt, right? Depending on what happens with search, like especially now, like, okay, people are talking about AI search or even social search. Like, oh, people are using YouTube and TikTok more as a search engine these days. But if you look at the numbers, traditional search is still growing more than AI or social media, right? You still stick to Google, Bing, traditional search engines, but understand that these algorithms can change and be able to adapt depending on what these changes are, right? Like even like within just the traditional search engine, in 2025, you can see which backlinks are more effective, or you can see that user experience is more important these days than making sure that you have your keyword densities right, etc., right? So you need to know what the search engine algorithm is preferring and adapt accordingly. Okay, that's number two. SEO is constantly evolving, and you need to keep learning to stay on top of what's currently working. Number three, traffic does not equal revenue, right? SEO isn't just about climbing search results, it's about driving quality traffic that converts into revenue. This is a really important concept because, like, a lot of SEOs will do keyword research and find like non-competitive keywords, like informational keywords probably, and it'll be very easy to rank for these keywords, right? But the reason there's no competition is because these keywords won't drive revenue. And in the end, if you want to do SEO properly, effective SEO is really revenue focused. Okay, like you can drive all the traffic you want, but traffic won't pay the bills. Revenue does. Yeah, this is gonna be like this is like probably the shortest one. I think this is the easiest to understand. Like not all keywords are created equally. There's a reason some keywords are more competitive than others because those would probably drive more revenue growth. And you want to prioritize those keywords that drive revenue growth. Okay. And be wary of SEOs that promise rankings and traffic because the key KPI here, the only KPI that really matters is revenue growth. Okay. That's a quick one. Number three, traffic does not equal revenue. Traffic is, rankings, impressions, traffic. These are vanity metrics. They're obviously important. They help guide and show you that you're moving in the right direction. But the most important metric, the most important KPI is really revenue growth. Okay. And effective SEO should be revenue focused. That's number three. Number four, data-driven decisions are essential. Analytics and metrics aren't optional. They guide your strategy and help you adapt for success. Okay. So the whole SEO process needs to be data-driven. You cannot do it based on feel. Even if you know that the SEO equation is technical, content, and backlinks, you cannot just haphazardly like publish X amount of content, publish X amount of backlinks, and think you're going to rank. You need a data-driven process, right? And that data-driven process is usually like solving for the content and link gaps. It basically gives you a roadmap to, okay, this is who's ranking right now. What content do I need to publish so that I match them and eventually exceed them? What backlinks do I need to build and the quality of those backlinks do I need to build so that I can match them and exceed them? If you just, think that you're going to publish 5 pieces of content, build 5 backlinks every month and rank, it's not going to happen. You need to know these gaps. These gaps show you what you need, right? And they're super important, especially in the start of an SEO campaign, because, for example, if the link gap between you and your competitor is 50 quality backlinks and you don't have the budget to build 50 quality backlinks, you have the budget to build 25. Don't build the 25 because you're not gonna outrank your competition, right? You're just gonna basically burn your money, right? It's really important to know these things. Like, yeah, I also have a really good example of understanding these gaps and understanding that why you need a data-driven process, right? So this brand is a brand we worked with. It's actually closer to 50 organic clicks in the start per day. And we were able to get them to 2,200 organic clicks per day with SEO. And the interesting thing here is that they were working with another SEO agency and they're paying them $5,000 per month, mostly to build backlinks. And then this client gave us the backlink reports. They were building around 20 to 30, there's some quality, some not quality backlinks every month. But when we did our analysis, we found that this brand had a really strong backlink profile already, even without the 20 to 30 backlinks they were building every month. Well, most of them were in quality anyway. So we decided, the strategy here isn't to build more backlinks. So we shifted. We built only 5 backlinks per month, and we focused on publishing a lot of content because that's what this brand was lacking. They didn't have a link gap to fill. They had a content gap. So the last agent was basically just wasting their budget on that they didn't have. There was a content gap. There's no link gap. So we just focus on filling that content gap. And as we fill that content gap, you can see that the traffic started increasing, right? And we did this, in a year. Obviously, like this ties into number one, where SEO can take time. The client was actually a little skeptical at first because for 3 months we were publishing content and the content wasn't ranking immediately. This shows that no matter what, even if it's not backlink related, SEO can take time because the search engine has to crawl the new content, has to learn how to trust your site, etc., etc. But yeah, the point here is that you need to know. It's not good to guess like, okay, I probably just need to publish this much content, this much backlinks every month, and I'll eventually rank. No, you need to know. You need to have a data-driven approach, right? In the start of the campaign, in the middle of the campaign, you need a data-driven approach to basically evaluate how you're doing. Like, oh, is this content not ranking yet? Is it because there's still a link gap? Do I still need to build more backlinks? Like, what's missing, right? You need to be able to audit your content and backlinks every once in a while and have a data-driven process to see, okay, I need more backlinks. Oh, okay, I need more content, right? Or this content needs to be refreshed, updated, right? Oh, these backlinks need some tier twos. Okay. That's number 4. You need a data-driven process. Data-driven decisions are essential. Okay. And last, but definitely not least, this is a very simple one. Quality over quantity over everything else. This is something I've learned over the last 6 years, that it's always better to invest in quality over quantity, no matter what it is, right? Whether it's content or backlinks, you need to invest in quality over quantity. I would pay $500 for quality backlink instead of, you know, $5 each for 100 low quality backlinks, because those low quality backlinks will probably hurt your website more than help it, right? But one $500 backlink is probably going to get you a better ROI than $105 backlinks, even $10, $50 backlink, right? So when it comes to, content and backlinks, it's always quality over quantity. Even when it comes to content, like a lot of people are publishing a lot of content these days because they're making the most of, AI, because AI allows them, with all these AI tools, you can now easily publish a lot of like content these days. And, you know, you can do this as long as it's quality. You need to make sure it's quality because, I see a lot of SEOs doing this. Like they work with an established brand and they publish a ton of content in the first month with AI. And sometimes the content quality isn't good, right? Like objectively, it's not good, but they see the traffic spike. And there's a reason for this. The search engine sees all this new quality, not necessarily quality, content, and assumes it's all the same quality as the previous content, the existing content, because the search engine wants to be efficient. It can't just crawl all this content. So it's going to basically use heuristics to assume, okay, this new content is from this brand. This brand has always published quality content. Let's assume this new content is good, right? And that's why you'll see the spike in traffic, right? Oh, there's a bunch of new content ranking for all these keywords out of nowhere. But after 3 to 6 months, the search engine will actually recrawl that site and reevaluate that content. And if that content isn't good, if it's poor, your overall site, your brand, your source's quality score goes down and you start losing all your rankings, right? So it's very important to be careful and always prioritize quality over quantity. Okay. This applies to everything: content, backlinks, every little detail, right? And so, yeah, that's number 5, quality over quantity. That's it. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for listening. If you want us to take care of your SEO for you, I'll leave a link in the description to apply for a free SEO audit. If you apply for this free SEO audit, there's no obligation to work with us. So at the very least, you end up with a free SEO consultation and an SEO action plan that you can implement on your own. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you want more videos like this, please subscribe. It'll help a lot. Thank you. Thank you for listening.